The US government stopped a musical from opening on Broadway, but it didn't stop the actors from performing it. It's 1937, and the Cradle Will Rock was produced by a government agency that got artists back to work. The musical was directed by Orson Welles, and its content was extremely political. Not wanting to be associated with such a radical show, the US government stepped in and tried to close the show just 4 days before it was supposed to open. They lock the theater and surround it with guards. And because the government owns the sets and costumes, using them somewhere else would be considered theft. To perform it on another stage would violate terms set by Actors' Equity, but the tickets were already sold. In an act of unprecedented brilliance, Welles, composer Mark Blitzstein, and producer John Houseman moved the entire show and the 600-person audience 21 blocks uptown. They instruct the actors to perform from within the audience, accompanied by only a single piano. Instead of having any separation between actor and audience, performers rose from their seats at random from everywhere in the house. Suddenly, this musical about people standing up for their rights was immersive and electrifying. Yes, there is a movie version called Cradle Will Rock from 1999 by Tim Robbins. But the crazy thing is, despite the backstory that the movie tells, the movie was still silenced. The movie Cradle Will Rock was supposed to be released by Touchstone, but due to an antagonistic change in leadership at Disney, the movie was limited to a one-day release in 100 theaters with no advertising. This political work about political censorship was itself censored by a company that felt threatened by it. Or they didn't think it would make money, which is fair, that's fair. So Disney fulfilled its contractual obligation to the film, but this is definitely meddling. Tim Robbins describes these events on Bill Simmons' podcast and even goes as far as to encourage audiences to pirate the film.